It's Quinn and Cantera on PYX 106.
1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Paul Harding, Happy New Year, sir.
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys.
Hey, Paul, the topic today is pet custody, and it's a legitimate topic, and it's one that I'm not even going to smirk about because I literally have a friend/family member going through this. This is a real thing. It's
reality. In reality, it makes you feel like, well, okay, maybe I need to reevaluate my beliefs.
Maybe, but I also have human beings that I care for, so I prioritize. But
right,
that's me thinking, not everybody.
I would pull Northie out of the way before I would pull my own dog out of the way. I think we all can agree of a speeding train. You know,
this law we're going to talk about is in Illinois, but here in New York, I'm curious. Do we have pet custody laws?
No, we don't. We don't. They treat animals in the law as property, the way you treat a couch or the way you treat your car when there's distribution of property. But you can imagine, even though you clearly you have your kids and you have your you're taking some stuff with you from the marriage. It's super important custody, but the energy flows, and I've seen it. We've heard about it. We know some cases that attempted to go forward for custody with pets. Ranks real high. Sometimes that can be the best result of a marriage was that you had an animal that you both loved dearly.
I know someone willing to give up custody of the kids if they get the dog.
Ugh. Well, let me tell you something. I bet it's even more vicious between the couple when there are no kids and it's just the dog, right? Because that's all we got.
Classic. Yeah, that's the classic. But you got two couples. You got two partners. Both of them are kind of professionals and out working, and they just have the animal that they share, and that's where these cases come to head. So in New York, they treat it like property. Now we've got some other states like Alaska and Illinois that have said, no, we're going to look at the best interest of the pet. Is one pet being removed from another pet, right? So they're going to split the pets. Is that the right thing?
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Well, now they can. They can in New York, but they're looking at that stuff. And also they look at, can there be joint sort of ownership or joint custody of these pets? Weekends, holidays, literally coming right down to the way we look at child custody.
Remember when I started dating TCO and she had that ex-boyfriend out there in Johnstown or something?
Right?
And she had been with him for a while and they had a dog. And so she would go out and visit the dog.
Yeah.
And the guy had a kid. And so she got close to the kid. So, I'm man enough to understand that's okay. But but back in the day, she may have wanted to take that dog with her. I'm just saying.
Is there, right. Paul, is there clamoring for this law to be applied here in New York?
So New York doesn't have it. There has been some murmurings of it since the Illinois law came about. Not much momentum at all. But really, the judges that they say, and I've never had a case like this, but I've heard that the judges will sort of kind of walk you down that path and try to do what's best for the child and kind of appeal to the people's sort of nature of loving their animal. But no, nothing imminent. But I suspect at some point, we're going to see this very same law here in the States.
And I bet as far as lawyering, like in the big cities, this is probably a really lucrative niche business. I picture New York City where, the kind of dog that fits in a briefcase or purse, what I mean? And they're divorced. They're
toy dog.
Dinks, double income, no kids. They're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
I bet this is a good niche business to get into.
Forget that it fits into a bag, though. There's also an emotional connection, Cantera.
Oh, yeah, that too. I forget about that sometimes.
Interestingly enough, there was an exception in this law for the service dogs. So a service dog is always, in every state, still treated as a companion, as property of the person who owns it. But there's service dogs. Have you been on a plane in the last 3 years? It used to be no dogs, and now, every fourth seat you see a dog. They're service dogs. And so there'll be more of that. That's occurring here in New York, that if you label it as a service dog, then you do get to take that dog with you if there's a divorce.
Right. Just because I like Fido, but my blind wife needs him, doesn't mean I'm going to get him.
Well, no, absolutely. But there's a lot of service dogs that ain't service dogs.
There's a service pig at the airport.
Servicedog.com on the internet. I don't know how much credence you...
This was interesting, Paul. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, guys.
Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com.
Quinn and Cantera, mornings on PYX 106. PYX